And that's the other thing, what I've loved about EP is I've never lifted weights outside of high school. And I love the fact that now I can say I can deadlift over 200 pounds. I love the definition that I'm getting in my physical form. So it's not so much just about the weight, it's how I feel physically and the definition that I'm getting in my body. And like I said, I'm entering the age of active aging, and I wanna be young. Why do I continue to stay with EP? Because I've been here for 3.5 years. And what has helped is there's so many different layers. One is I've lived decades on a light switch. So I was either all in or I was nothing. And they introduced a thing called the dial mentality that realized I can adjust my thinking based on the season of life that I was walking into. If it was a season of craziness, then I was gonna extend myself grace and I'm gonna dial back a little bit. But man, if I've got a wedding coming up or I got vacation, I am in it. I am dialing it up to get fully focused. So I loved that fluid based on where I was personally in my life and also what I had going on. It wasn't all in or all out. I could dial, and I loved that. The other thing that has kept me at EP is I've been through a couple of injuries, and EP, the team has been amazing on reaching out to me. I was out for several months, and the coaches kept checking in on me. How are you doing? We miss you at the gym. They would send me flowers. They sent me pictures about how much they missed me. So it never felt like they forgot. And so when I came back in, it was still that community. I never felt like I no longer belonged. I love the accountability. They continue to send me texts. They check in with me regularly on how am I doing with my dial, where am I in my current season. So it's never out of sight, out of mind. And I've so appreciated it. And that's the other thing, what I've loved about EP is I've never lifted weights outside of high school. And I love the fact that now I can say I can deadlift over 200 pounds. So maybe it's 205, but it's still over 200. I love the fact that I can talk about being bench pressing and squatting. And I love the definition that I'm getting in my physical form. So it's not so much just about the weight, it's how I feel physically and the definition that I'm getting in my body. And like I said, I'm entering the age of active aging, and I wanna be young. I wanna be a part of my family. I don't want to be sidelined because I didn't take care of myself now. I would say what makes EP different would be the continuing evolving. What I loved about EP is they've never just arrived. And EP pivoted, right? Because of COVID, they had to do things different. And the leadership and the team were so intentional on how they can continue to meet each client's needs, but also do it in a safe environment. And so I love the personal training that we're getting, the fact that they monitor the sessions. And so we're not working out with 40 other people or 100 people in our class, they're intimate. And I love the intentionality that they continue to understand, okay, how are you feeling? Because there are days that, man, I am working and maybe my muscles are tight and they're like, okay, we're gonna dial back on that. One day we had a day that we just rolled because everybody was so sore from other things that we've been doing. So it's not so much of, this is the regimen, we gotta do it this way, and we're not gonna make any changes. They listen to the clients and they gear their workouts to maximize it for each one of us.